We see within housing that actually the awareness of blind spots is perhaps better than ever. It's very rare now that people don't understand some of their sort of their unknowns. However, the challenge is the confidence to embrace those unknowns. As a provider of insights, we help people be proactive on that journey, and inherently in engaging with someone like Switchee to get real-time data, to understand the performance of your assets and the welfare of your tenants, you've got a very proactive mindset. But that still, in understanding those proactive challenges, it's how do we then allocate the resources, the funding, the capability to solve those problems? And how do we do that in an environment where we're already snowed under with what we have? I don't think that we are in a place where our blind spots are genuinely blind. It is more about how do we allocate resource and technology to tackle not just the things that are right in our face, but the known unknowns. An example I would give pretty typically, we do a lot of work with damp and mold. We do a lot of work with understanding the causes of damp and mold. And housing as a whole is very driven by complaints. If you complain, as we see with Awab's law, is that when you raise a problem with damp and mold, there will be a process and a timescale in which that will be resolved. But if you don't complain, then there is nothing for you. There is no way that you will be seen, that you will be heard, that there will be any kind of support for you. And when we see particular consistent demographic groups that choose not to complain, we have to appreciate that there is a problem with there's a problem with the system. And yes, we can identify that proactively. We can spot the groups that are complaining and fill the gaps. We need to do more than that. We need to be proactive in understanding. And I think when it comes to blind spots, our blind spots are not that we have some challenges with damp and mold. Our blind spots are more our particular demographic groups that we don't know we don't know why they're not complaining, and because they're not complaining, we don't see them in the system. But they still have a problem, and in many cases, a problem that is bigger than those that do complain.